And our top focus on WION right now is our continuous coverage of the ongoing Israel-Hamas war. On Wednesday, the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken began his 6th West Asia tour since the onset of the Gaza War by holding talks in Saudi Arabia. On the agenda are meetings with Arab foreign ministers and top Palestinian officials in Egypt. Blinken, hoping to secure a ceasefire in the Gaza war, met Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in Jeddah as increasing strain shows in U.S.'s ties with its ally Israel. According to an Egyptian foreign ministry note, the U.S. Secretary of State is meeting foreign ministers from Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Qatar and Jordan. Blinken is also meeting the Emirati International Cooperation Minister and the General Secretary of the Palestinian Liberation Organization's Executive Committee. The note did not give details on the subject of the meeting. Egyptian security sources told news agency Reuters that the Arab nations will stress the urgency of plans for a political solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Such plans had been put on hold as mediators from Qatar, Egypt and the US sought to secure a deal for a ceasefire and the release of hostages and Palestinian prisoners. Blinken has said that he would pursue talks on arrangements for governance, security and the situation of post-conflict in Gaza and also for lasting regional peace during his tour. The PLO Executive Committee General Secretary Hussein al-Sheikh is the top official in the Palestinian Authority. He is a confidant of its President Mahmoud Abbas as well as an intermediary with Israel. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, however, has expressed strong opposition to its involvement in running the territory. Talks for a ceasefire deal continued in Qatar this week following failed attempts to secure an agreement ahead of start of the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. Netanyahu told U.S. Republican senators on Wednesday that Israel will continue its efforts to defeat Hamas in the Gaza Strip. Senator Jim Research said, and I'm quoting here, he's going to do what he said he's going to do. He is going to finish it. The Israeli leader spoke to Republicans through a video link nearly a week after Chuck Schumer's speech. The Senate's Democratic Majority Leader recently branded Netanyahu an obstacle to peace and urged new elections in Israel. Schumer clarified a rebuke of the Israeli Prime Minister as Netanyahu conducts video call with Senate Republicans.
Well, let me say this. I gave this speech out of a real love for Israel, and if you read the speech, we called only for there to be an election after the hostilities had declined, after Hamas was defeated.
Nearly 70 former U.S. officials, diplomats and military officers wrote to Joe Biden on Wednesday. They urged the U.S. president to warn Israel of serious consequences if it denies civil rights and basic requirements to the Palestinians and expands settlements in the West Bank. Among them were over a dozen ex-envoys as well as other retired State Department officials and ex-Pentagon intelligence and White House officials.